What's up, guys? It's Team Hard Life Captain Albert teaching here. Today we're going to do an international 80 wide. We're going to do 1,500 yards of 130 pound Jerry Brown, and then we're going to top it off with the 125 pound Bull Buster. The reason why I'm recording this is because I like to be able to keep track of what kind of braid is going on to every kind of reel that we're spooling. I mean, I wish I had done this from the very beginning because we've already done this kind of combination, but we never recorded it. But now that we got the channel going, we got everybody asking all these questions of what's going on in every single reel, at least now you'll be able to do a search through our videos and you can actually see it get done. So, here's another one. Let's see how it goes. What's ended up, well, let me explain this all here too. This is a single speed international. The one bad thing about single speeds when spooling is the gear ratio is so high that even as you're spooling down or spooling up a reel, the line tends to jump and create gap. As you can see, if you look closely, you can see little bits of gap. Okay, so you can kind of see the little bits of gap where it's jumping back and forth on the spool, and that's because of the high rate of speed that this reel is reeling in. Obviously, if I'm going to go slower, I can get it done, but then this would take a drastic amount of time longer. So to keep the video within reason, you know, pretty much going at a high rate of speed, but at the same time too, I know I'm not going to get the crazy amount of line capacity that I would normally get. I'll be closer to a solid braid versus a hollow core braid line count. But one thing I do like is that I'm actually set up in position One thing that I do like about this position I have the recorder in is that you can actually see the line counter perfect, which is something I've been trying to do for a long time. Then I finally, you know, I just got it right today. They're gonna start the new year off right. All right, so figured I'd slow it down and give you all a little more insight onto that. Oh, I felt that. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, this is a spool from BHP Tackle. It said it was supposed to be like a Jerry Brown line, but as you can tell, that's some kind of burnt connection point. I'm gonna go with the customer and probably end up cutting it off and re-splicing it. I don't know what that is. You wanna come check this out, boss?
Oh wow. Looks like something got caught in it while they were braiding it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pluck it out so I don't have to cut it, but it may be. Oh.
That's crazy. Something got it.
Yeah, it's a big old hairball. Look at this.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's like it's part of the.
No, it's colored it, but look, watch this loop right here. I'm gonna move it back and forth on it. No, I guess not. Maybe it is part of it. No, look, see how it's moving?
Oh yeah.
So I may be able to cut that off.
There we go. Send that clip to JD.
Well, see, what I'm trying to. Why does it say BHP tackle on there instead of Jerry Brown? That's what I don't understand. That's why I was asking BHP when you brought it in. I was like,
That's a good question. That's a good question.
because when it said BHP, I was thinking Bob Hall Pier. I was like, I didn't know they made their own line. Oh, I got it. Look, I got it up. So, okay. What it did though, it must have been some kind of black line that got
Sucked into the mix.
yeah. But now that I pulled it way out, it's got left a little bit of a loop, an open loop there. See if I can get it to, yeah. Wow, that was weird. Yeah, it just, all it did was it tainted the line. And you can see right there, that's where I had opened it up and pulled out that big old knob. But this is still a lot smoother than what it was before I started pulling out all that trash out of there. So we don't have to cut the line. Nice. Okay, focus back in. Okay. All right, so we got it done. The counter says 1,520 yards. Maybe he got extra. The spool is supposed to have just 1,500, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What a lot of these other companies that do their line counts on their reels, they go off of weight. They don't actually go off of putting it on the line counter itself. I actually talked to Jerry Brown, and he was saying that that's the way they send him his spools. And what he does to verify is he puts it on his actual line counter and does the same exact thing that I do. I was like, cool, so I'm not the only one.
That's the only way to do it.
All right, so after looking at how much line capacity we were going to be able to have with the braid after we got the 1,500 yards on there, we were only going to be able to get maybe 125, 130 yards of mono on top because of the straight edge on the International. So he's decided to go ahead and add on the red, white, and blue Jerry Brown as a top shot so we can get an extra 300 yards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the line counter as is at the 1520, and I'm going to continue adding on the 130. So I'm going to splice in and add it on. We're going to see how much line capacity we can get right there, and we'll see how it goes. Good?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay. All right, so we're at 2,020 yards. Get a little zoom in, which is good on this spool because, as I said, the housing is straight across. So, you know, if he panics a little bit or he bundles up a little bit, he'll still give enough clearance to where he can still reel in. Now, this is a good starting point, and we'll always keep an eye on it because now he knows that his red, white, and blue line is 500 yards. And so the only crazy thing is when I spliced it in, it was white to white. So he won't know where the splice is unless he's actually got his fingers on the line, but he'll know once he hits red, white, and blue, he's got about 500 yards. So that'll be pretty cool. All right, guys, so we finished off the International 80 with 2,020 yards of braid of the 130. However, like I said, I spliced in white to white, so he won't know where the top shot actually begins until he hits his red or his blue coloration on there. Now, this was kind of something I thought about for a second, and I said a second because one of our customers was in here. I was talking about how he wanted to get into an Avid 80. And I said, well, I said, you know, that's a good thing. I said, I've been trying to get the YouTube channel to grow to 2,000 subscribers before Christmas. And so I sat there and I was thinking about it. I was like, what if instead of the winner choosing just to go with the SX Raptor and the Tackle Industries rod with a line, what if they wanted to go with an Avid 80 instead? Because they're right around the same price of what it would take us to get the rod and reel combo versus just an 80 by itself. However, it won't be with any line, but it'll be an Avid 80. What are your thoughts and comments on it? If y'all kind of like that idea, let us know on the comments. If we get enough approval, we'll go that route. And mind you, again, it'll be upon the decision of the winner whether they'll go with the rod and reel combo or with the 80. It's not going to be mandatory that we say what it is. It'll be up to the winner. So again, thanks for subscribing to our channel. If you got friends that haven't seen our channel yet, be sure to get them to subscribe so we can get this done before the new year. So good luck to all, and we'll see you then.